Hello everyone and welcome back to another very beautiful and a very exciting chess game by Wilhelm Steinitz. And in this chess game, Steinitz is playing with the black pieces. So this game was also played in Vienna in 1859. And Karl Hamppe, who has the white pieces, starts the game with playing e4, e5 by Steinitz, f4, King's Gambit, e takes on f4, knight to f3, g5, bishop to c4, bishop to g7, and Karl Hamppe castled, h6, d3, d6, g3, g4 by Steinitz attacking the knight. But in this position, Karl Hamppe decided to sacrifice his knight, and he played bishop takes on f4. And Steinitz captures the knight, g takes on f3, queen takes on f3, and here comes queen to e7 by Steinitz. After queen takes on f3, Karl Hamppe had a sneaky plan in this position. If bishop takes on b2, then bishop to e5 is winning immediately, is very unpleasant for black. So if bishop takes bishop or bishop takes rook, it doesn't matter. Then queen takes on f7. So after bishop to e5, white is threatening checkmate. If f6, defending, then queen to h5, that's check king to d7 and bishop takes on b2. Well, in this position, material is equal, but white has the better position, and black is losing. White is better. So that was the little trap of Karl Hamppe. This is why Steinitz didn't capture the pawn on b2, and he played queen to e7, knight to c3, bishop to e6, knight to d5, attacking the queen, defending, rook from a to e1, and in this position, of course, black has the material advantage, so white sacrificed the knight. But of course, in these kinds of positions, white always has some chances, so white has the very flexible position, and the pieces of white is looking very active. So it's not all over yet for white, but of course, black has the material advantage, so black is better. After rook from a to e1, we have knight to c6, c3, and Wilhelm Steinitz castled in the queen side, a4, knight from g to e7, d4, h5, b4, and Hamppe is attacking in the queen side and hoping to open some files and checkmating the king. This is the plan of Karl Hamppe. h4 by Steinitz, also Steinitz is pushing the pawn, a5, h takes on g3, bishop takes on g3, rook from d to g8, lining the rook with the king, rook to a1, and in this position Wilhelm Steinitz captures the knight, bishop takes on d5, e takes on d5, and where to put the knight? Which square is the best square for the knight? How to defend? Well, Steinitz is not defending anything and he played queen to h3. An unbelievable move by Steinitz. Well, Karl Hamppe captures the knight, d takes on c6, and getting back the material. But then Steinitz played bishop takes on d4. Also Steinitz is sacrificing the bishop. But this time, Hamppe didn't capture the bishop and he played king to h1. After bishop takes on d4, if c takes on d4, what happens then? Then queen takes on h2. And bishop takes the queen? No. And bishop can't take the queen because bishop is pinned. So this is checkmate. We have this marvelous checkmate. That was the idea of Steinitz. So this is why Wilhelm Steinitz captures on d4. That's check. And hoping to sacrifice his bishop and then checkmating the king. But Hamppe didn't capture the bishop and he played king to h1. But after king to h1, it's black to move. And Wilhelm Steinitz played rook takes on g3, sacrificing the exchange. But of course white can't capture the rook with the pawn. The pawn is pinned. We have c takes on b7, that's check. King to b8 by Wilhelm Steinitz. After rook takes on g3 by Steinitz. If let's say queen takes on g3, then queen takes queen, of course. The pawn is pinned. This is why we have rook takes on g3 and c takes on b7, king to b8. And now what? Attacking the queen. So queen to e2, and Steinitz played bishop to e5, intensifying the pressure on h2, adding more defense on h2 with the rook, knight to f5, queen to f1. And in this position, Hamppe wants to exchange the queens. But in this position, of course, Hamppe is losing. So Steinitz is a piece up. But in this position, instead of exchanging the queens, Wilhelm Steinitz solved the forced winning moves. And can you see the winning move for black? So if I give you 5 seconds, can you guess the next move of Wilhelm Steinitz? What would you do in this position if you had the black pieces? Of course, if exchanging the queens, this is also okay for black. But Steinitz played a better move. And after that move, white is dead. So what would you do in this position? Well, Wilhelm Steinitz played rook to g1, sacrificing the rook. What an incredible move by Steinitz. We have king takes on g1, and then bishop takes on h2. Well, obviously, if rook takes bishop, queen takes rook, and that's checkmate. So we have king to h1. What now? Steinitz played knight to g3. Ouch! That's checkmate. The king goes to nowhere. What an incredible checkmate by Wilhelm Steinitz. Well, before forgetting, after rook to g1, if queen takes on g1, then knight to g3, queen takes knight is the only move, and queen takes queen. And again, white is losing. But capturing the rook with the queen was the better move. So this is not over for white, but white is losing very badly. So white needs to resign in this position. But of course, this is not losing immediately. So capturing the rook with the queen was better. So anyway, in the real game, we have rook to g1, king takes on g1, bishop takes on h2, king to h1, and then knight to g3, checkmate. Another very beautiful and a brutal chess game by Wilhelm Steinitz. What a brutal, epic checkmate by Wilhelm Steinitz. So, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Take care.